The bus driver spoke a strange code into her radio. Lima-Charlie-Seven-Alpha. At FBI headquarters, alarms went off. That code hadn't been used in 20 years. In that moment, everyone realized this woman wasn't just an ordinary driver. Hello, welcome to the hidden story. From which city are you watching this video today? Let us know in the comments, and if you believe stories like this deserve to be told, hit that subscribe button and help keep these stories alive. It was a cold Monday morning in Chicago. On the number 47 bus traveling down Michigan Avenue, Sarah Chen sat behind the wheel. 47 years old, quiet, working the same route for 15 years. Just an ordinary woman. Nobody would look at her twice. Navy blue uniform, hair pulled back in a tight bun, no makeup. The typical city bus driver appearance. Passengers got on and off, said thank you, forgot her, but today would be different. In the back seat of the bus sat Tyler Henderson, 28 years. Old, wearing a Best Buy uniform, looking nervous. His hands were shaking, constantly looking around. He was hiding something under his jacket. Sarah noticed him in her rearview mirror. With 15 years of experience, this man wasn't a normal passenger. But her real experience went much further back. Tyler stood up. He slowly began walking toward the front. The other passengers didn't notice. They were looking at their phones, their books. Sarah's heart raced, but her face showed no change. She had felt this before. Much earlier. When Tyler reached the front, he pulled a shiny pistol from his jacket. "Stop the bus," he shouted. "I'm taking everyone hostage." Panic erupted on the bus. Women screamed. Children began crying. Men tried to pull out their phones. But Sarah. Sarah didn't react at all. She calmly pulled the bus to the side, engaged the parking brake, turned off the engine, as if she was stopping at a normal bus stop. Then she reached for her radio. Tyler pointed the gun at her. "What are you doing?" Sarah didn't even look at him. She spoke calmly into the radio. "Dispatch, this is Unit 47, Lima-Charlie-Seven-Alpha. I repeat, Lima-Charlie-Seven-Alpha." Tyler was confused. What does that mean? What do those words mean? The passengers on the bus were also puzzled. What was this strange code? But 15 miles away, at Chicago Police Headquarters, radio operator Jennifer Martinez froze. Lima-Charlie-Seven-Alpha. She recognized that code, but she hadn't heard it in the last 20 years. She immediately called her supervisor, Sergeant Williams. "Sergeant, emergency. Lima-Charlie-Seven-Alpha code received." Williams spilled his coffee. "That's impossible. That code hasn't been used in 20 years. Coming from Unit 47, sir." Bus driver Sarah Chen. Williams immediately opened Sarah's file on his computer. Name, age, address. Everything normal. But deep in the file, way down, there was a forgotten note. Previous occupation: FBI hostage negotiator. 1999-2004. Security clearance. Top secret? Williams's mouth fell open. Dear God. Sarah Chen. Former FBI negotiator. On the bus, Tyler was shouting, "You're lying." "What did you say on the radio?" Sarah slowly turned around. The expression on her face had changed. The composure from 20 years ago was returning. "Tyler," she said calmly. The man froze. How? How do you know my name?" "It's written on your name tag. Tyler Henderson." "You work at Best Buy." Tyler's eyes widened. Who? Who are you?" Sarah slowly stood up. Her hands were visible, non-threatening. "My name is Sarah Chen, and long ago, I learned how to deal with situations like the one you're in right now." "What do you mean?" 20 years ago, I worked for the FBI, Tyler. I was a hostage negotiator." My job was talking to people in desperate situations like you. Tyler's hand began to tremble. You ... You were an FBI agent? For 5 years, I trained at Quantico. I worked every kind of crisis situation. Outside, police vehicles were quietly taking positions. But they weren't intervening. Sergeant Williams had given his order. Trust Sarah Chen. She's a professional. Why did you quit? Tyler asked. A deep pain appeared in Sarah's eyes. Because I experienced too many losses, Tyler. There were people I couldn't save. Then why? Become a bus driver? Because I still wanted to help people. Every day I safely take hundreds of people to their homes. Tears began streaming from Tyler's eyes. I'm not a bad person. It's just ... Everything's going wrong. Tell me about it, Tyler. I lost my job. My mom has cancer. She needs chemotherapy, but we don't have insurance. I don't know what to do. Sarah slowly sat down, getting to Tyler's level. Tyler, how serious is your mother's illness? Stage 3 breast cancer. The doctor said if we don't start treatment. Tyler's voice broke. Sarah understood his pain. Most of the cases she'd seen at the FBI were like this. You can't solve this way, Tyler. There's no other way. There is a way. You just can't see it right now. Sarah extended her hand. Give me the gun, Tyler. Let's find a solution together. No. I'll go to prison. Tyler, you haven't hurt anyone. That's very important. And I promise you, we'll get help for your mothers. Treatment. How can you help? During my years at the FBI, I built strong connections. I know people who work in social services, hospitals. Really? I promise you, Tyler. Tyler's hand was trembling. The passengers on the bus held their breath. A long silence fell. Then Tyler slowly lowered the gun. Okay, he said in a broken voice. I give up. Sarah took the gun, engaged the safety. She spoke into her radio, Unit 47 to dispatch. Lima-Charlie-Seven-Alpha. Cancelled. Situation under control. Police headquarters breathed a sigh of relief. Sarah Chen had done her job. When police officers entered the bus, Tyler didn't resist. Sarah stood beside him. Agent Chen, said Sergeant Williams. Maybe you should consider returning to the FBI. Sarah looked at the passengers. They were safe. They could go home. No, Sergeant, my place is here. As Tyler was taken away, he turned. To Sarah, you won't forget what you promised? I won't forget, Tyler. That evening, when Sarah returned home, she looked at the old FBI certificates on her wall. After 20 years, they had meaning again. 2 months later, Tyler was released from prison. His mother's treatment had been successful. In the letter he wrote to Sarah, Agent Chen, you gave me back my hope. You are a true hero. Sometimes the greatest heroes work in the most ordinary places. And sometimes a 20-year-old code is enough. To save a life. Lima-Charlie-Seven-Alpha. Emergency code. Professional negotiator on scene. Sarah Chen had used this code twice. Once when she was an FBI agent. The second time when she was a bus driver. Both times she had done the same thing. She had saved lives. Now I ask you, have you ever met someone like Sarah Chen? Someone who appeared ordinary, but had an extraordinary past? Tell us in the comments. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button. Because the stories of silent heroes deserve to be told.